Let's just jump straight into this week's new releases and sneak peeks. Okay, so first we've got Maybelline and Puma doing a collab together. This is just kind of like sportswear and makeup. I don't know where they meet, how they meet, who they meet, but okay. And I know that you can do athletics or sports or whatever and still be a makeup lover, don't get me wrong, but I just don't understand how this collab really like comes together. I'm not 100% sure, but anyway, they've got liquid lipsticks, they've got a mascara, they've got a highlighter. Okay, it's cute, the whole collection does look cute, but to me it's just kind of like, oh, who could we collab with, who could we collab with? And then they chose each other and this is what happened. It's not for me, and I'm really not into the fact that it has Puma on it. It's like, it doesn't appeal to me. I'm sure it will appeal to somebody, but it's just not me. Then we have Colourpop with their new It's My Pleasure eyeshadow palette, very purple and pink. I used to really love purple back in the day, but this I don't feel like I need. It gives me Claire's Accessories vibes. It's $12, so for those of you who are feeling this color selection, ain't no shade or anything like that, but this is just, again, it's just not for me. And I love the Colourpop formula. I actually need to get my Colourpop palettes out and start using them again because I've kind of neglected them the past like month or so. But yes, so there's that. And then Ofra have come out with a Flexi Slick Lip something. Okay, here's why I say that, because it says it goes on smooth like a gloss with the pigment of a liquid lipstick. Goes on smooth like a gloss. Does it have the gloss of a gloss? And with the pigment of a liquid lipstick, but a liquid lipstick already is smooth like a gloss, like goes on smooth. So I need to see some swatches of this, I really do. But okay, cool, whatever. I like the last two nudes and even the pink, the second one in. I could kind of probably rock that, but yeah, I need to see some swatches of this because I'm just not understanding what the finish is supposed to be like. Then Andy Candy Makeup, this is the first time I'm ever hearing about them. They're coming out with a Sweet Tooth palette, I like that, and loving the artwork. Not as fond of the shadows inside. If I'm keeping it 100, I'm not a fan of the shadows inside. They are, I don't feel like they really go together, especially, I think it's that blue that's just throwing it off. The blue is just throwing it off altogether. Everything else I could kind of see going together, but the blue's throwing me off altogether. But I like the concept. It's really cute, the artwork. Gorgeous. Then Kat Von D is bringing out the Glimmerized Liquid Stick eyeshadow. So I guess it's just a stick eyeshadow that you just put on. It's packed with glitter. Okay, cool. I wish there was a couple more shades rather than just this granite color and this burnt red kind of thing. Burnt, yeah, but maybe, like, she's had a lot of controversy recently, especially with telling everybody that she's an anti-vaxxer. She lost a lot of people who were like fans of hers and her makeup, so maybe she's deciding to just tread lightly until like all of that blows over. But I would have liked to have seen a few more shades rather than just two. Viseart are bringing out the Liaison eyeshadow palette. I've got a palette which is very similar to this. I think it's more of a pinky nudie kind of palette by Viseart in this style, and I did not like the quality of it. I have been told that apparently their more expensive palettes are like, the quality is literally night and day, and the quality of those really expensive palettes is like absolutely fantastic, and these ones are basically just trash. But these are like the more affordable palettes from Viseart. But listen, I like the color story, I like the way that it's like laid out, but I'm not a fan of the quality of these particular palettes that they have, so I'm just gonna swipe left. Armani are bringing out new liquid lipsticks in new packaging. Love it, absolutely love the packaging. I'm not a fan of all of this pink going on. I understand that, you know, not all shades are going to be my cup of tea. There's some people who absolutely adore pink, adore red. Those are not my kind of colors, but I understand that there is definitely a market for it. They've got full size and they've also got minis. If I was to ever buy anything Armani Beauty or luxury high-end beauty, I would probably opt for the minis because I know that these are expensive. Okay, then KKW is bringing out a red lipstick with a matching lip pencil or lip liner pencil. This is like an orangey kind of red. Very pretty, but again, as I just said, I'm not a big fan of red. But I think when it comes to red, you really have to find your shade of red that really suits you. Like, any type of red doesn't just suit anybody, you know? And I haven't yet figured out what type of red is my red, but because I'm not really caring, I've never really taken the time to figure it out. But yes, I'm sure it looks amazing on her as it shows on the box. Then Zoeva are bringing out the Heritage collection. Love the packaging, not so keen on the color selection for the eyeshadow palette. It comes with a palette, a highlighter, and 3 eye crayons. Yeah, the packaging is great, but I don't like what's inside. I'm just not feeling it as such. So that's an easy miss for me. I'd rather go for something else that they have to offer. Then Juvia's have brought out the Heroine Loose Highlighter. They had 2 like pressed highlighters in this collection. Now they have a loose one. Is this shade the same as one of the pressed ones, or is this a brand new shade? The thing is, I can't tell straight off of this picture because a lot of their highlighter shades are very, very similar to one another anyway. So when it comes to the highlighters, I don't really feel like I'm missing out on anything. I know, like, I love Juvia's and stuff, but I like their palettes more than anything else. So I'm okay with missing out on the highlighters and the brushes and stuff like that. I'm more about the palettes, whether or not it's an eyeshadow palette or the cheek palettes that they have, you know, the mini palettes that they have as well. I'm cool with all of that stuff. I'm not a big fan of collecting the highlighters. They tend to look so alike in the pictures anyway. And then Illuminate Cosmetics by Ashley Teasdale. She's brought out 2 called the Glow Up. One of them is warm toned, one of them is cool toned, but they're all brown. And I understand that brown is a very safe color to go for when you are bringing out palette and stuff, because people are always going to look for a brown because they can wear it to school or to work or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But when you're bringing out palettes called Glow Up and they're all brown, it's like, what glow up? Maybe she should have reserved that name for when she brought out a highlight palette. That to me would have made more sense. Oh no, hold on. They're 2 contour shades and 2 highlighter shades. Okay, so now that makes sense. Sorry, I thought that these were supposed to be eyeshadows. So she brought out 2 palettes, one which is a cool toned contour highlight, and she brought out a warm toned contour highlight. Okay, that makes sense to me. The cool shades, there's a highlight in there that does not look like it's a highlight. It looks like a grayish brown. How is that a highlight? Or is that supposed to be like a shimmer contour? Like, what is that? I kind of feel like the highlight shades need to be rethought altogether, because when I first looked at this, I thought that this was an eyeshadow palette, because those highlighters, there's only one of them that really looks like a highlighter, and it's in the purple palette at the very end called Turn Up. But those other highlighters, they're not highlighters. I'm so sorry, but it's not. Makeup Forever are coming out with 2 palettes. One of them is a foundation palette and one of them is a cream blush palette. These will be great for people who are makeup artists. But Makeup Forever, they tend to bring out stuff which are intended for makeup artists, even though they do cater for the regular consumer. It's like they had these flash color cases, and I have the dupes for them. Great for makeup artists. I feel like they bring out quality makeup for makeup artists that makeup artists can get and use and whatnot. Like, this wouldn't be convenient for somebody like me. Like, why would I need to have a foundation palette with 12 shades in it? I don't need that. Why would I need to have 12 shade blush, cream blush palette? I don't need that kind of stuff. So I think this is nice for somebody who is a working makeup artist. Whew. And the cream foundation palette is $110. Oh my gosh, it's a lot, you know. And then Ofra again are coming out with the To Me collection for Valentine's Day. You know, like to me, from me, that kind of thing. Love it. I'm coming out with a setting spray, a peel off mask, a highlight palette, which looks like all of the other highlighters that they've ever brought out ever. They've got a lipstick in like a bullet form, and also 4 liquid lipsticks. Again, those lipsticks and liquid lipsticks are red, but it's for Valentine's, so yeah, that makes a whole heap of sense. Perfect. This is easy for me to miss out on because I don't need any of that stuff. And Colourpop are bringing out coloured mascaras, multicolored mascaras. I love this idea. You've got the purple, you've got the yellow, the red, the teal, the blue, the fuchsia, the black. This is a really nice idea, and I like that the writing on the wand is in the same colour as the colour of the mascara itself. I like this. I don't know whether or not I'll be getting it, but I love the idea of it, really. Anyway, so those are all of this week's new releases and sneak peeks. Tell me, what are you interested in, if anything? I'm personally not that interested in anything. I have noticed that the past couple of months, actually, I haven't been interested in anything, and that's fine by me. That just means that I get to save some of my coin. But it would be nice to see something that I would like to go, that I would go, ooh, you know, pique my interest a little bit. But anyway, that's fine. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.